Hey guys, it's CrissyJ, and I wanted to do something different on my channel. I want to start like a I don't know, like a lunch chit chat. Have lunch with me, lunch break. I think I'm gonna call it lunch break. Chit chat with me. So today on lunch break, I am eating some blue crabs. I have my butter over here, and then I just have a thing of water. And I'm just going to chit chat with y'all and just talk to you guys. I hope you guys like this type of content. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and do so, and then ring the bell always so that you never miss when I upload another video. So I'm just going to try out some different things, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know I absolutely love crabs. So what better to do than to chit chat with you guys and eat some crabs. So hopefully you guys are eating something and on y'all break. So I only have 30 minutes, so it's not gonna be a really long chat, but we're gonna get, you know, we're gonna get through some things. So if you follow me on, is it Instagram or did I post it on Snapchat or Facebook? I can't remember, y'all, where I posted it at, but I asked on one of my social media platforms some topics that you guys wanted to discuss, and I got a couple of responses that were kind of interesting. One was that whole Derek Jackson scandal, honey. Y'all, if y'all don't know who Derek Jackson is, you ain't missing out on nothing. Somebody asked how I felt about that situation. So just a quick rundown. If you don't know who he is, he was a fake relationship guru, and he basically was telling women, you know, what type of men to look out for, what type of men to avoid, and he ended up being everything that he preached, you know, for women not to date. He ended up cheating on his wife, and not just cheating, but brought the daggone girl home in their bedroom while the wife was gone. It was just an all big old mess. Like, but how I feel about that, honestly, it wasn't shocking at all. I feel like a lot of men, especially ones that cater to what women like to hear, or like that type of, you know, stuff, you know, you got ones that kind of, you got men that kind of like bash men type of thing. I think it's just a playing card for them, and they use it to get close to women. That's how I feel. So I never was one to really follow his content. He was very popular. He's here on YouTube as well, but I always saw his videos pop up like on Instagram. People would share certain things, you know. So y'all, this is hot as hell. Woo, hot as I don't know what, y'all. But yeah, so I would see his content that way. I would watch a few things, but like I said, I stay clear away from people like that, because I just feel like it's an alternative motive for real. I think he plays off of women's emotions, and lo and behold, it got him nothing but a whole bunch of women attention, you know. And his wife was good, because I honestly don't think I could be with a man that does that. Like, this might sound weird, but I've never had a male, I'm lying. I had to have like a procedure, because I had an abnormal pat one time, and if you've ever had an abnormal pat, they want to basically test, you know, make sure nothing's cancer, nothing's going on or whatever. And I had a male doctor, and I think at that point I just didn't care, because I was just like, bump this, like, you know. But when I met him, he wasn't into women anyway, so I was really comfortable with him. And then he was a white doctor, Caucasian doctor, so I just cannot say I would be comfortable. And it may sound messed up, but it's my preference, it's my valley, you know, so to each his own. But I know some women only deal with male OBGYNs, and some women only deal with female OBGYNs. I'm the only female OBGYN, just because I feel like as a woman, You have the body parts that I have. You know what I go through. You know, I just feel like, I don't know, y'all. I always wanted to ask like a male OBGYN, like, what made you want to get into this field? You know, like, what makes you want to look at JJs all day? You know what I mean? I get it for like some men, because they're like, well, shoot, I'm married and I get to look at, you know, JJs all day. I don't know if they look at it like that or if they really just look at it like a medical thing, but it's just weird to me. I don't know, y'all. I just get really uncomfortable. I have to have a female doctor. But I must say, when I did have that one male doctor, he did make me very comfortable during my visit. Like, very, very comfortable. But anyway, yeah, I think Jackson is a clown. I think he's a clown. He plays off of women's emotions, off of their situations. He tells women what, you know, they want to hear to get close to them. And that's how I feel about that. I'm not even going to waste too much time talking about him because he's not even worth the time. Another one is this other guy. I'm going to leave his name across the screen because I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But y'all, if y'all are on Instagram or any social media platform, I'm sure y'all have come across his content. And I'm gonna leave a snippet of his dialect that he has with women. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I think he's so rude. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I think he thinks too much of himself, and I actually think he has maybe an insecurity within himself, why he feels like he has to be the god of women to let women know where they stand in a rating from 1 to 10. If y'all know this guy, here go his picture right here across the screen. Y'all, him, it's like, it don't matter who you are. I personally haven't heard him refer to anyone as a 10. A lot of women think that Beyonce is a 10, and they were so shocked when, you know, Jay-Z, they found out Jay-Z cheated on her. But that's why I say I think all men cheat. It's just a matter of when, but I do think all men cheat. Of course, as women, as anybody, you don't gotta be a male or a female. If you're in a monogamous relationship, you don't want your significant other to go out here and cheat on you, period. You know, men don't want it and a woman don't want it. But the reality of it is that it happens, and that's because none of us are perfect. You know, what I will say is that you got women, to me there's more women than men who can actually be faithful and stay committed in a long-term relationship and stay committed. So I was in a relationship, my longest relationship was 9.5 years, and I was dead faithful, y'all. Faithful the entire time, literally up until the 9th year. And that was because he just kind of was like habitually cheating after a while, and I just felt like he lost respect for me and our relationship. And so I got to a point where I was kind of like bitter, and I had this thing in my head where my man doesn't respect my relationship and neither does anyone else. And I kind of ran with that and carried the mindset like I don't care about anyone else's relationship either. Like, And it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I met somebody who at the time, he told me that he lived with his baby mom. I was open with him and told him that I live with my ex-fiance. And I told him straight up, you know, we're not in a good place. We're not doing good. You know, blah, 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 whatever. And basically he told me the same. And so we ended up messing around and stuff. Just for me to find out that he had more than a baby mother. It was his wife. And that I don't like that. Like that's one thing that I was never like, I would never do. You know, like I was always like, no. But the problem was that we had already been doing us. Me and my ex broke up. And I was, you know, single. And we had already been doing us for a minute now. At least like 6 months or so. And then one day he just casually told me his wife was on her way home. And I'm like, yo, wife? And then at that point, feelings were involved. So it was really hard. So I tried to, like, you know, stop dealing with him. And just long story short, I ended up still messing with him to a point. His marriage was not doing good. It was on the rocks. She ended up finding out about me and several other women that he was dealing with. And it just wasn't a good situation. And I don't talk to him no more. But I said that to say that you never know what situation you may be put in, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I just know that I was at a point where I'm like, dang, I've been so loyal to this person, and I gave this person so much of me. You know what I mean? 9 years at a young age, that's a long time. And now that I'm a lot older, I'm able to look back and say, like, you were too young. Y'all were too young. Like, you actually shouldn't have been in no committed relationship that long. That's ridiculous at that age. And if I can do my best, I'm gonna let Kaden know. Don't be out here making babies. Let Rain know, don't be out here making no babies. But enjoy your life, you know? Don't lock yourself down with someone at such a young age. Like, it's just, you got too much life ahead of you, you know? But I was just never that type of person to have a whole bunch of men in my face. And I'm still the same way. So I do think that all men cheat. I don't think that all men go out with the intention to cheat. But I do feel like if the right situation presents itself, he's going to cheat. I do honestly feel that way. I do. So that's my tidbit on cheating. Piggybacking off of Derek Jackson's laying behind. Someone asked me, I'm just trying to go off the top of my head, y'all. I didn't get a whole bunch of responses. But someone did ask me, and I get asked this a lot actually. Like even when I'm out, people be like, are you a YouTuber? Are you a YouTuber? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh wow, how do you get the nerve to do that? You know, like how do you build up the courage or whatever? So somebody asked me why did I get started with YouTube, and how did I overcome fear of like putting my face out there for everybody, like putting myself out there. And to answer that, I would say I don't care how pretty you are, how much money you have. I don't give a daggone how many people look up to you, aspire to be you, you know, whatever. Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. Everybody has some type of insecurity, even if it's very, very small and no one can see but that person. everybody has an insecurity. And I looked at it and I'm like, okay, there are people that have insecurities with, this is just for an example, a disability. You know, somebody may have been born with one less limb, and that could be their insecurity, you know. But I gotta look at it and I'm like, okay, the insecurities that I have, well, that I had, were my teeth. But I had to look at it and I'm like, the insecurities that you have, Crystal, you can fix the insecurities that I have. I'm gonna do a time check. Dang, y'all already? The insecurities that I have, I actually can fix them. You know what I'm saying? I actually have full control over them. My teeth, I got braces. I'm getting my teeth straight. My weight, I can start eating right. When I start working out, I'm losing weight. You know what I'm saying? But some people have insecurities that they were born with, or that it's out of their control. And once I found out, like once it came to the realization that I'm in control of the insecurities that I have, and my insecurities are not permanent, they can be altered and changed, I was like, girl, get in front of this camera. You know, it was something I always wanted to do. Always. I always wanted to do it. I always saw myself in front of a crowd of people. Not that I like the attention, or that I even need or want the attention. It's just, I just feel like I'm a people person, and people gravitate to me, you know. And so I'm just like, why not, you know, put myself out there and connect with people that I've never met before. So I started YouTube. Vlogging in public is definitely a task. It's definitely a task. Definitely a task. But once you get past that first couple of like stairs, it's like, girl, this is a whole nother stream of income for you. Like, treat it like it's your job, because that's what it is at this point. And with the generation that we have and the world that we're in today, they're hip to it, you know. So a lot of people come up, it's usually the younger ones, like in their 20s and teenagers. They be like, what's your YouTube name? They don't even ask me if I YouTube. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they come straight up to me and be like, hey, what's your YouTube name? You know, they don't even ask. They just know. Like, that's just the life that we're in, the day that we're in. So I would say the hardest part is starting with everything else. So just like with everything else, with working out, with eating right, the hardest part is just starting. But once you start, it's like just keep going from there. So if you look back at like my old vlogs, you can see how uncomfortable I was, how, you know, I felt weird talking to a camera. It was just awkward. We all was awkward. Felt weird. Me, Kate, and Sean. But now, y'all see Kate, what's up, vlog? Sean be talking. He be dancing. You just warm up to it. So if you're looking to start YouTube, girl, start. Just start with your phone. Get in front of that window, natural lighting, and start. I would say stick to your niche though. Like, whatever you really enjoy, do that. If you enjoy makeup, do a makeup beauty channel. If you enjoy vlogging like I do, vlog. If you're really into fashion and you like to shop and do try on hauls, then do that. You know, business, stuff like that. You know, it truly is space for any and everybody on YouTube, for real. It really is. And there's so many avenues to get paid on YouTube. That's what I really like. Like, companies send me stuff, send baby girl stuff. I told Sean, once you start getting on the camera and cooking more and stuff like that, companies will start sending you stuff. One of my goals for the next 2 or 3 years is I would like to partner up with HelloFresh. You know, I'm like, if I'm more consistent with my weight loss journey and my meal prepping videos and my what I eat in a days, it'll come. It will come, y'all. So start with what you have. Your cell phone. You don't have to have all the top-notch equipment. If you have an iPhone, iMovie is free. I personally use Final Cut Pro, but before I got Final Cut Pro X, I was using iMovie. I was recording and editing from my iPhone, and then I upgraded to the Canon G7X. I really want to get another, like a DSLR for when I do my content videos. I want a Rebel T, the Canon Rebel T camera. I got the $800 camera. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming, it's coming. Just manifest it. Keep doing what you're doing. But the biggest thing with YouTube is being consistent. And I feel like I'm consistent, but I'm not consistent enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I post regularly, but I don't really, I'm just getting onto the schedule, y'all. I'm just getting onto the schedule. But it truly is a lot of work to, like, edit videos, find the quiet time and not be disturbed to edit the video. A 30-minute vlog takes almost 2 hours to edit, depending on, you know, all the stuff you're putting in there. Music, you know. If you gotta remember to add links in the description, which is why I be forgetting. So I'm getting full, y'all. I'm about to be done after this crap. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just start with what you have. Natural lighting is the best lighting, but you can get ring lights for very cheap online on Amazon. Box lights. I have all of that. I actually was sent my box lights from a company for free, just by YouTubing. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my advice to start. I'm gonna do a full video about some beginner tips for YouTube, so be on the lookout for that video. That'll be coming out soon. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I feel like there's a lot of pressure when you're in the public eye to look a certain way, and I've always been the one that go against the grain. I don't want to look like everybody. I don't want to dress like everybody. Like, I don't like that. And I don't knock anybody that wants to look a certain way. We all want to look good and feel good. I would love for my stomach to run away. But when I get down to my goal weight, the one thing I do definitely want to do is a tummy tuck. I want a tummy tuck. I ain't pressing no BBL and all that, but I definitely want a tummy tuck. So y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up. Lunch break is over. It was really nice chit-chatting with you guys. I'm gonna do some story time videos coming out really soon. I have some really interesting stories that I would love to share with you guys, so be on the lookout for that. And like I said, if you are not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next lunch break. Thanks for watching. Bye.